Imagine gazing into the crystal ball of the future, where seers have foretold intriguing glimpses of what lies ahead for humanity. Among these prophecies are some truly fascinating possibilities, such as the rise of Putin as a global leader and the evolution of communication to a point where thoughts become the language. Additionally, there's speculation about humans manipulating genetics to design their offspring. Here, we present 17 of these prophetic visions that may soon unfold before our eyes. Mars mission. Back in the 16th century, there lived a French astrologer named Michel de Nostradamus. He gained quite a reputation in his time as one of the most well-known fortune-tellers, and people believed in his predictions because more often than not, they seemed to come true. However, there's a debate about whether he was genuinely right or if it was just a series of coincidences. Nostradamus became famous during his lifetime, and before he passed away, he left behind a book called Les Prophètes, in which he made a total of 942 predictions. Surprisingly, many of them actually came true. In 1555, he published this book, sharing insights into the future. One remarkable aspect of Nostradamus's predictions is that he often expressed them through poems. In his book, he foresaw events like the bloodthirsty regime of Adolf Hitler and the Apollo 11 moon landing mission. Intriguingly, Nostradamus mentioned in his book that by 2023, celestial fire will fall on the royal edifice when the light of Mars will go out. Now, in our time, Elon Musk and NASA estimate that a manned mission to Mars might happen around 2029. But Nostradamus seemed to suggest it would occur much earlier. He also warned that regardless of who goes first, the risk of accidents, like explosions or aircraft crashes, could be in the cards. As of now, 2023 is still ongoing, and the future remains uncertain. We can't say for sure if a groundbreaking achievement or potential danger is looming on the horizon. Only time will tell. The British royal family. In recent times, Queen Elizabeth II has passed away, and we fondly remember her legacy. Before her death, she held a special place as one of the most beloved and longest reigning monarchs in British history. However, her passing in 2022 brought about significant changes in the United Kingdom, stirring up the British royal family. Following her demise, there was an unexpected surge in the sales of Nostradamus's book, Les Prophètes. This created some confusion initially, as people wondered how a centuries-old book could be connected to the Queen's death. Surprisingly, Nostradamus had predicted the Queen's death rather accurately, but he didn't stop there. He went on to foresee that she would be succeeded by a king who would later be ousted by the people. This king, in turn, would be replaced by an unexpected ruler. What's intriguing is that Nostradamus published his book way back in 1555, long before Queen Elizabeth's time. Yet, his predictions seem to align with the events that unfolded. Indeed, after Queen Elizabeth, the 96-year-old King Charles III assumed the throne. Now, the prophecy takes an unexpected turn. It suggests that King Charles III will be succeeded by Prince Harry, who is currently living away from the UK. This twist is surprising because Prince Harry had already stepped away from his line of succession, with his brother, Prince William, holding that position. Despite this, according to Nostradamus, Prince Harry may still become king in the future. The unfolding of these events is something we'll have to wait for, as time reveals the accuracy of these predictions. Robo shopping in today's world, many of us find ourselves drawn to the ease and convenience of online shopping platforms like Amazon or eBay. Day by day, the line between online and physical retail shopping seems to blur. Despite the convenience online stores offer, some folks still prefer traditional brick-and-mortar stores for various reasons. For some, physical shopping helps cut down on logistics costs and eliminates the waiting period associated with returning unsatisfactory orders. Others simply like the idea of seeing and touching products before making a purchase. However, future predictions have added an interesting twist to this shopping landscape. There's buzz about a future where we might not have to visit grocery stores or other shops at all. How? Well, drones could play a key role by delivering everything we need directly to our homes on demand. These futuristic delivery drones are envisioned to transport not only food and medicine, but also a range of items. The idea has already taken flight, so to speak. Back in 2006, the US government passed the Federal Aviation Act, allowing the commercial use of drones. This opened the door for ordinary people and businesses, beyond just the military, to own and operate drones. In 2016, Amazon even introduced the world's first delivery drone known as Prime Air. Currently, Prime Air can swiftly deliver packages within 30 minutes or less. Now, imagine a future where technology is even more advanced and everything is highly digitized. Perhaps even robots have rights and face legal matters. It might sound like a joke, but the possibilities are intriguing. The future could bring about a shopping experience where drones seamlessly deliver our goods, making the need to physically shop a thing of the past.
Necromancy. If someone told you a couple of decades ago that we'd soon be talking to the dead, uploading our consciousness onto a computer, and having robots moving through our blood, you might have questioned their sanity or thought they watched too much science fiction. But imagine if you were invited to Bill Gates' house twice to share your insights on the future of technology. Well, that's the reality for a man named Ray Kurzweil. Ray is no ordinary person. He's an inventor, a futurist, the lead engineer at Google, and someone whose work with artificial intelligence has impressed tech enthusiasts for nearly 4 decades. He's the brains behind inventions like the flatbed scanner, the first true electric piano, and the first large vocabulary speech recognition software. When Ray speaks, he charges around $25,000, and he has done so over 40 times. In one of his bold predictions, Ray Kurzweil suggests that within the next 30 years, we'll be able to communicate with our deceased relatives using virtual reality. It might sound a bit strange, but Ray provides some insight into why he thinks this could be possible. According to him, we'll be able to capture human memories using tiny robots called nanobots. These memories will then be duplicated on memory drives, mimicked by AI software that replicates the personality, voice, and even the intelligence of our departed loved ones. So, when you converse with these artificial intelligences, you might not even realize you're not talking to your real family members. What makes this prophecy even more fascinating is that Ray Kurzweil has a track record of being right about 90% of the time. So while it might seem like something out of a science fiction movie, the future he envisions might just be closer than we think. Telepathy and the social network of brains. In our world of texting and the internet, speaking remains a fundamental way for humans to communicate, as we believe it's the most effective means to be heard, whether we lower or raise our voices. However, there's a futuristic prophecy from Ian Pearson that challenges this notion. Before delving into that, let's get to know Pearson a bit. He's a British futurist, known for being right about 85% of the time. About 30 years ago, he accurately predicted the advent of smartwatches and music subscriptions, which are now prevalent in the market. About 6 years ago, Pearson made another intriguing prediction. He suggested that neurotechnology could revolutionize communication by allowing us to transmit thoughts using just our minds by the year 2050. To achieve this, he envisioned humans implanting computer chips in their brains. These chips would enable our brains to connect with advanced cloud computers, forming a quantum cloud where people could link up. Through this quantum cloud, we could share messages and thoughts without uttering a single word. Picture this: the ability to converse, learn, exchange messages, or even download someone else's skills by simply navigating your thoughts through a global database. This database, as Pearson envisioned, would be known as the Hybrid Intelligence Biometric Avatar, or simply HIBA. It might sound a bit far-fetched today, but Pearson's predictions, like many before that seemed improbable, have a knack for coming true. The future he envisions, with minds interconnected through a quantum cloud, might just be the next frontier of human communication. Vladimir Putin, the Lord of the World. Nestled in the rugged expanse of the Koju Mountains in Bulgaria lies the gravesite of an elderly woman known as Baba Vanga. Her true name was Angelina Pandava Gustarova, and she spent her entire life sightless, having lost her vision since childhood. Despite her physical challenge, Baba Vanga gained a reputation as a mystic and seer, renowned for making predictions that often shook the world. Among her notable predictions were foreseeing the breakup of the Soviet Union, the tragic Chernobyl disaster,
the date of Stalin's demise, the sinking of the Russian submarine Kursk, the September 11th attacks, and even the geopolitical tensions in present-day North Korea. Baba Vanga's track record reveals a pattern of anticipating natural disasters and warning about conflicts before they unfolded. Before her passing, those who knew her claimed that Baba Vanga also predicted the Russian war in Ukraine. Astonishingly, she foresaw a future where Vladimir Putin would rise to unprecedented power, making Russia seemingly unstoppable. She boldly stated that Putin would become the lord of the world, propelling Russia to superpower status. However, the timing of this prediction remains uncertain. Interestingly, not all mystics shared Baba Vanga's perspective. Some believed that Vladimir Putin would face an untimely demise at the hands of his own people. The accuracy of these conflicting predictions remains a mystery that only time will unravel. The hope is that Baba Vanga's foretelling of World War III, accompanied by the use of nuclear weapons, does not come to pass. The future, as she described it, holds uncertainties, leaving us to ponder the unfolding events that lie ahead. Solar Tsunami. As mentioned earlier, many of Baba Vanga's predictions often carry a somber tone, and her next forecast doesn't deviate from this pattern. According to her, a solar tsunami could unfold in 2023, causing the Earth's magnetic shield to be critically damaged. This ominous event might lead to severe consequences such as widespread blackouts and communication failures. The solar storms associated with this phenomenon could unleash electrical charges as potent as nuclear bombs from the sun directly to Earth. If this were to occur, it has the potential to thrust humanity back into a state resembling the Dark Ages. Scientists, too, express concern that this prediction could become a reality if adequate precautions aren't taken. Some propose that our Sun, after a prolonged period of dormancy, might be entering a more active phase, leading to disturbances on Earth. Dr. Erica Palmerio, for instance, points out a magnetic filament near the Sun's equator, brimming with an abundance of magnetic field lines. This suggests that it could soon erupt, releasing another wave of solar storms toward our planet. In the event of such an eruption, the ensuing electromagnetic surge has the capacity to disrupt various systems, including the power grid and GPS signals. These solar storms, known as solar maximums, typically occur about every 11 years and haven't posed significant concerns in the past. However, with our increasing reliance on technology, they now have the potential to cause major blackouts, posing a threat to millions. At present, it remains uncertain whether these solar flares will erupt while facing Earth or not, leaving us in a state of anticipation and precaution. The prophecy of St Malaki in the 1100 St Malaki, once the Archbishop of Armagh, Ireland, is credited with a fascinating prophecy. Legend has it that during a visit to Rome, he had a vision foreseeing the future popes. He meticulously recorded these visions, resulting in a list of 112 concise and mysterious Latin mottos believed to represent the popes from Malachi's time onward. Interestingly, the prophecy remained hidden for about 400 years after Malachi's death, but many people now consider the predictions within it to be remarkably accurate. Among these prophecies, the last one holds particular intrigue. According to Malaki, the final pope will bear the name Peter. This pope, known as Peter the Roman, is destined to bring tribulations to the Roman Church, signifying the conclusion of papal successions at the end of the world. Initially, interest in this prophecy simmered down until Pope Benedict XVI neared the end of his papacy, and a new pope stepped in. As this new pontiff revealed himself as Pope Francis, speculation stirred among prophecy experts. They contended that Pope Francis, despite being an Argentine cardinal named Jorge Mario Bergoglio, could be Peter the Roman. Their argument leaned on the fact that somewhere in Pope Francis's birth name there is the name Peter. Additionally, they asserted that Pope Francis is, in fact, a Roman since his parents were Italian immigrants who later moved to Argentina. While debates continue about the accuracy of these claims, the truth about the future remains the only path to understanding the unfolding of this intriguing prophecy. Designer babies. In another of her predictions, Baba Vanga foresaw a future where, from 2023 onward, human babies would be born in laboratories, allowing complete control over their physical appearance and character, a groundbreaking shift in the process of birth. While this might seem like a stretch, recent developments suggest there are compelling reasons to consider the possibility, if it hasn't already begun. Consider this. On February 19, 2020, a significant milestone was achieved when a baby became the world's first to be born from a woman whose eggs were matured in a laboratory and subsequently frozen. Fertility doctors in France, responsible for this breakthrough, shared that the baby boy was born to a 34-year-old woman who, due to chemotherapy, had limited egg production. The scientists extracted 7 immature eggs from her ovaries and employed a method known as in vitro maturation, IVM, to mature the eggs in a laboratory. Furthermore, in 2022, a biotechnologist in Germany initiated the development of the world's first artificial womb facility named EcoLife. This innovative facility allows prospective parents to choose specific characteristics for their baby from a menu. While the ethical implications of EcoLife remain under scrutiny, with ongoing debates, it aspires to nurture around 30,000 babies annually in the near future. These recent advancements align with Baba Vanga's prophecy, suggesting that the idea of babies being born in labs with controlled features might not be as far-fetched as it sounds. The intersection of technology and childbirth appears to be evolving, prompting us to contemplate the potential realization of Baba Vanga's vision. No car owners. According to Benjamin Clark, a professor of planning and public policy at the University of Oregon, a significant transformation in how people view and use cars is on the horizon. He confidently asserts that, within the next 15 years or so, most individuals won't find the need or desire to own their own cars. Clark's predictions extend beyond mere speculation, as he points to tangible signs supporting his stance. In defense of his assertions, Clark highlights the global decline in car sales. Germany, for instance, experienced a substantial 30.5% drop in car sales compared to the same period the previous year, with fewer people opting for automobiles from major manufacturers like Audi, Porsche, and Volkswagen. Looking ahead to 2030, Clark anticipates an 80% reduction in private car ownership in the US, projecting a shift from 247 million passenger vehicles on American roads in 2020 to 44 million. Notably, the rise of electric ride-shares is expected to play a pivotal role in this shift, offering a cost-saving alternative. Clark suggests that, by 2030, the use of electric ride-shares will be 4 to 10 times more economical than buying a new car, potentially saving families up to $5,600 annually compared to traditional vehicle ownership. Moreover, the future holds the promise of an increased prevalence of driverless, self-driving cars. Clark envisions these autonomous vehicles, AVs, being not only more cost-effective than owning a personal vehicle, but potentially free, sponsored by corporations. The catch: riders might need to tolerate advertisements during their journeys. In this future landscape, these autonomous vehicles, or AVs, could become a common mode of transportation, making Clark's predictions closer to reality than we might have previously thought. Fighting cancer. One of the most renowned theoretical physicists today is Michio Kaku. In 2021, he shared a promising perspective on our fight against diseases like Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and certain cancers. Kaku envisions the use of magic bullets in the future, employing nanomedicine to combat cancer at the molecular level. This means harnessing individual molecules within cells to target specific cancer cells through nanotechnology. In Kaku's vision of the future, our toilets could become our first line of defense against cancer. He explains that our bodily fluids carry signatures of cancer colonies, potentially containing a few hundred cancer cells, years before a tumor forms. These colonies can take up to a decade to grow, and the presence often goes unnoticed until a tumor has already developed. The key, according to Kaku, lies in future generations having the capability to create DNA chips. These chips would enable the early detection of cancer signatures, offering a revolutionary advance in cancer prevention. Imagine a scenario where your toilet informs you of a cancer risk, providing a valuable 10-year window to take preventive measures. In this future, Kaku predicts that the term tumor might vanish from the English language. With early warnings about cancer colonies, our descendants could view cancer differently, akin to how we currently regard the common cold. Kaku's vision offers hope for a future where advanced technology transforms our approach to health, giving us the tools to detect and tackle diseases long before they pose serious threats. Robomen. Understanding the future of cyborgs requires a journey through time, from the distant past to the present, and then projecting our knowledge into the future. Around 1 million years ago, various species of humans coexisted on Earth, with Neanderthals emerging as the most advanced. They navigated their world through hunting for food. Fast forward 10,000 years, and modern man adapted to an agricultural lifestyle, ensuring an abundance of food. This shift not only altered our diet, making us taller and more robust in some regions, but also spurred the use of science to address health challenges, contributing to our overall intelligence. Today, our intelligence is remarkable. To simulate just 1 second of our brain activity, the most powerful computers would require an extensive setup: 705,024 processor cores, 1.4 million GB of RAM, and 40 minutes. Looking to the future, experts anticipate that artificial intelligence will catch up to human thinking, achieving feats that current Homo sapiens can only dream of. Moreover, future humans may harness the power of miniaturized robots called nanobots. These tiny machines could swim through our bodies, enhancing our natural abilities beyond the limitations of biology. In essence, future humans might evolve into Robomen, a concept with incredible possibilities. Given the current use of nanobots in fields like nanomedicine and cancer treatment, this future might be closer than we imagine. The potential of this transformation sparks both curiosity and anticipation as we contemplate the possibilities that lie ahead. Free energy. Currently, our world is powered by the Sun, a colossal nuclear fusion reactor located 150 million kilometers away. Unfortunately, we haven't yet discovered a way to directly harness its immense power. Scientists, however, predict a future where we might recreate the Sun's energy here on Earth. To achieve this, we would need a nuclear fusion reactor capable of withstanding prolonged exposure to scorching hot plasma. The challenge doesn't end there. Sustaining the powerful magnetic field required to contain the plasma presents another hurdle. While constructing such a facility would be a costly endeavor, scientists believe that future humans, likely much smarter, would receive significant assistance from robots. In this future scenario, our descendants could potentially generate a substantial 500 megawatts of power within a matter of seconds, making it an affordable and efficient energy source. While some may think this prophecy is a distant dream, scientists, including pioneers like Nikola Tesla, have been diligently working on such possibilities for decades. Tesla's work included a machine designed to generate limitless free energy from the empty space around us. Today, scientists claim that a teacup of this energy could boil the entire surrounding ocean into steam. The potential power output is adjustable, ranging from powering a small watch to meeting the energy needs of the entire world. Interestingly, rumors persist that these revolutionary energy systems already exist in undisclosed government facilities. If these claims are accurate, the realization of prophecies about free energy may be closer than we think. The intersection of scientific advancements and hidden technologies prompts us to consider the exciting prospect of a future where clean and limitless energy becomes a reality. The dawn of superconductivity. As we explore future predictions, a common theme emerges, a world brimming with opportunities. Picture this: ultra-fast levitating cars and trains seamlessly zipping from one place to another, and carbon-free aircraft gracefully crisscrossing the skies. What's the secret behind this futuristic scene? Small superconductors, operating at ambient pressure and room temperature. Now, it might sound like something out of a Hollywood movie, but bear with us because this future could be closer than we imagine. Superconductors, materials capable of conducting electricity without resistance, usually require extremely low temperatures. However, advancements have been made, and now these superconductors can function at temperatures as high as 100 Kelvin. The magic happens when these superconductors create formidable barriers to magnetic fields. With the right conditions, such as a temperature close to 100 Kelvin, it becomes possible to power an entire levitating train without any energy loss. This phenomenon occurs as electrons pair up, forming a massive quantum wave that flows with coherent motion, preserving energy along the way. While the scientific principles behind superconductors have been understood since 1911, the practical applications have been a challenge. Many scientists believe it will take years to fully harness their potential. However, a glimmer of hope emerged in 2022 when a company named Klein Vision successfully built an air car. This flying car, after 30 years of development, completed 200 takeoffs and underwent rigorous 70-hour testing using just a small amount of gasoline. This real-world success story suggests that the long-standing scientific prophecy of flying cars becoming a common sight may soon become a reality. The future, filled with technological wonders, seems to be just around the corner. Cannibals on Earth. Let's delve into the prophecies of Nostradamus for the year 2023. According to his book, he foresaw a breakdown in the food supply chain, attributed to the pandemic and potentially exacerbated by war or climate change. Nostradamus hinted at a scenario where people might resort to extreme measures, such as cannibalism, to survive. Some prophecy experts interpret this prophecy as a specific reference to the war in Ukraine. Putin's severe blockades on grain shipments from the war-torn country have led to a sharp rise in food costs, pushing many Ukrainians below the poverty line. While there's no recorded instance of cannibalism in Ukraine as of now, the situation remains precarious, especially if the conflict persists. Others suggest that Nostradamus might have been alluding to the Horn of Africa, a region plagued by drought for the past 4 decades. Political instability and soaring food prices have left approximately 36.4 million people grappling with hunger, and nearly 21.7 million are in dire need of food assistance. Though official famine declarations have yet to be made, projections indicate that famine could afflict the region in 2023. In these uncertain times, Nostradamus's prophecy might unfortunately find resonance in the struggles faced by people in conflict zones and regions grappling with the harsh impacts of climate change. The future remains uncertain, and the significance of these prophecies lingers as the world navigates through global challenges. Thanks for watching the video, and if you found it informative, please like and subscribe to Time Capsule for similar content. We look forward to sharing more knowledge with you in the future. Until then, take care.